Alright guys, welcome back to part 3. So I went ahead and got some stuff set up here. Basically what I'm going to try to do now is we'll go ahead and we'll carve the top, get it ready to go, and then that way I'll be able to, because I went ahead and also I made a little binding channel on the side. It's hard to see right now because I got it under the drill press, but I got a binding channel on the side ready to go. So once I carve the top down a little bit, we'll be able to get the binding put on it. I'll be able to fit the neck in here a little bit, make sure we can get the proper neck break angle on the bridge. Might put a little roundover on the back of the body. I'm not sure yet on that part. But once we get this done, I need to drill another tone control slot too for that, but we can do that after this is done here. But so yeah, we'll go ahead and start. So this is basically how I do my body cars now. I know it's been a very long time since I've done anything, but basically we're just going to be going down through with the 1/2-inch drill bit. I've got a depth set. We'll drill in a good ways from the side of the body, that way we have a nice flat place to start, and then as we go in and work on our curves, I'll drop the table down so that way the depth stop cuts higher, and then we'll come back in, just go all the way around all the contours with that. And then once that's done, we'll be able to pull it out of the drill press, get it cleaned up, and then get it smoothed over with a an angle grinder or a hand sander. So let's go ahead and get started with the drilling out. Alright, so you can see here where the sides have kind of screwed out and away from here. Let's see if I can bring it up a little bit. I don't want to try to move the drill press around too much. Turn that. There we go. So, got the material kind of hogged out from the side there real quick. But basically what I'll do now, I just want to finalize a small portion of the outside of that where it will be really good and true flat. So what I'm going to do is I'll take my chisel along, I'll knock off all these extra chunks that are just still kind of hanging on the front of it. We'll knock those off, and then I'll just make a pass around the outside on the router, and then I'll bring it back over here and we'll finish going around the entire outside of this, getting this cut up. So I won't record the router part because that's just going to be a quick zip around it, but I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll come right back over here and finish drilling these out. Okay, just got done cleaning all that stuff up, so you can see here now, nice and flat coming across it. It's that way I know it's good and true to the rest of the body. The binding will be able to sit on that really nice, makes for really easy gluing too. So we'll go ahead and come back here to the drill press, and since it's a PRS, the actual top, at least like up around the bridge, it's going to be flat. So I just need to come up and basically just do a little bit more on the insides here. Couple rings around the inside. I'm probably only going to go in about maybe another inch or two. Call that good. Actually, I might go ahead and mark out our third volume tones hole here, but yeah, I'll do, well, I don't know. I'll go ahead and, I've already got it set up, so I'm going to go ahead and clean the rest of this up. Clean that up. We'll get this third one drilled out. I'll take this outside, and I'll get the angle grinder set up with a flap disc. That way we can get all the really bumpy bump stuff moved out, or smoothed out first. That'll probably be the easiest way to do that. But that's what I'll start with. So I'll go ahead and finish the outsides here, get the third tone hole drilled out, and then we'll take this outside and get it cleaned up on the angle grinder. So let's go. So, still hard to see. Yeah. So I went down through, stepped up through, so now there's like a slight... there's a gradation in between all these little drill outs. But basically what I'll do now is I'll come back through, I'll take my chisel, we'll bust through all these honeycombs, and then once we get that knocked off, you'll be able to really kind of see how it's graded over and things like that. But then we'll be able to take it out there to the grinder and get everything set up and ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and move some stuff around here, and I'll get set back up. We'll get this chipped out and take it outside. Alright then, so back over here, and this isn't going to be anything too crazy. Basically, we're just going to be taking the chisel here and knocking these honeycombs off, like I said. Just real nice and easy. You don't have to go hard with it because that flap disc is really going to be able to cut through a lot of this stuff. Just getting the bulk off so you can see where you were wanting to work at. Just pop them all off and move on to the next step. Alright, I think that will just about do that. So, a little easier to see there, but now you can see we got that gradual, just kind of swoop to the body. I have to make it nice little curves. So, I'm going to go ahead, we'll get the angle grinder and stuff set up outside to keep the absolute horrendous amount of dust down that this makes, but we'll go ahead and move out there and we'll get the body cleaned up. Alright, so I brought my table saw out here just because it's a little bit easier to move around and clamp stuff down onto, and plus we have a nice flat surface to work from. We've got the body clamped down ready to go. I've got my angle grinder set up here with a fresh flap disc on an extension cord outside of the shop, so that way this does not just destroy everything in dust. And we'll just go ahead and we'll start getting this thing smoothed up. Alright, we'll call that good for the rough part of it for now. I'm going to go in here and go over some stuff real quick with the hand sander, get it cleaned up real good, and we'll take it from there. Alright, so I went ahead and just to spare the poor camera from more dust, took it in here, hit it with some 80 grit on the hand sander, and looking much, much better. More like an actual guitar top. Also went ahead and made our third little control switch there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I might go ahead and try to put this binding on while I'm here, since it's sitting here anyway. Oops. Wouldn't be a bad idea too anyway. At least get it started. It's pretty well all but ready for it, so might as well. So we'll take a nice little cream binding here, and I need a razor blade to cut this tape, or I could just peel it off. Where's it start? There it is. Okay. And there we go. Yeah. Yep, I think that's going to look pretty nice. Not too light, not too dark. So we'll go ahead here, and I don't need very wide masking tape. We'll get some here. Clean off the body a little bit, and I'm just going to put some of these down across for now. Just now, sometimes with thicker bindings you'll have to kind of pre-bend them a little bit, but this stuff here, I think it's 0.6 or 0.06, whatever the one size that excuse me, StewMax sells, so it bends pretty easily. Don't really have to fight it a whole lot or worry about pre-bending. Make sure you don't glue yourself to the guitar. Definitely don't make sure you glue yourself to the guitar. Okay. Took a hot minute, but binding is down. I have super glued myself to the guitar multiple times But that's ready. I'm going to set this off to the side. And actually, you know what? I might just call that there for today because that's pretty much, other than getting, okay, cool, the back ledge for the cavity done here, or for like a plate to put on it, there's not much else that really needs done to the body except for sanding and like getting the neck fit to the body and all that stuff. Well, not getting it fit, but making sure it's got a right break angle to it and stuff like that. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So I'll call this one here for now, and then the next one we will jump over to the neck and start getting it ready, I think. So thanks for watching this one, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.